Please excuse any mispronunciations by TTS. The English TTS has trouble with non-English words. But, if you watch Zentreya, you should be fine. As a result of YouTube's rules pertaining to links in descriptions, I will be adding site details to the video.
List of music genres and styles. This is a list of music genres and styles. Music can be described in terms of many genres and styles. Classifications are often arbitrary, and may be disputed, and closely related forms often overlap. Larger genres and styles comprise more specific subcategories. Classical music has been around for thousands of years, and has influenced every type of music that came after. Any person who claims to like music should know at the very least, Johann Sebastian Bach, Vivaldi, or Rousseau. I won't be including samples of the music in the videos, for copyright reasons. I hope you enjoy the article.
Ars Subtilior, Latin for subtler art, is a musical style characterized by rhythmic and notational complexity, centered on Paris, Avignon in southern France, and also in northern Spain at the end of the 14th century. The style also is found in the French Cypriot repertory. Often the term is used in contrast with Ars Nova, which applies to the musical style of the preceding period from about 1310 to about 1370, though some scholars prefer to consider Ars Subtilior a subcategory of the earlier style. Primary sources for Ars Subtilior are the Chantilly Codex, the Medina Codex, and the Turin manuscript. Musically, the productions of the Ars Subtilior are highly refined, complex, and difficult to sing, and probably were produced, sung, and enjoyed by a small audience of specialists and connoisseurs. Musicologist Richard Hoppin suggests the superlative Ars Subtilissima, saying, "Not until the 20th century did music again reach the most subtle refinements and rhythmic complexities of the manneristic style. They are almost exclusively secular songs, and have as their subject matter love, war, chivalry, and stories from classical antiquity. There are even some songs written in praise of public figures." Daniel Albright compares avant-garde and modernist music of the 20th century's emphasis on generating music through technical experiment to the precedent set by the Ars Subtilior movement's autonomous delight in extending the kingdom of sound. He cites Baudcourtier's perpetual canon tout par compass, notated on a circular staff. Albright contrasts this motivation with expressive urgency and obedience to rules of craft and, indeed, Ars Subtilior was coined by musicologist Ursula Gunther in 1960 to avoid the negative connotations of the terms manneristic style and mannered notation. Gunther's coinage was based on references in Tractatus de diversis figuris, attributed to Philippus de Caserta, to composers moving to a style post magum subtiliorum comparens and developing an artem magi subtiliter. One of the centers of activity of the style was Avignon at the end of the Babylonian captivity of the papacy and during the Great Schism, the time during which the Western Church had a pope both in Rome and in Avignon. The town on the Rhone had developed into an active cultural center, and produced the most significant surviving body of secular song of the late 14th century. The style spread into northern Spain and as far as Cyprus. French, Flemish, Spanish, and Italian composers used the style. Manuscripts of works in the Ars Subtilior occasionally were themselves in unusual and expressive shapes, as a form of eye music. As well as Baudcourtier's circular canon and the heart-shaped score shown above, Jacob Senlex's La Harpe de Mélodie is written in the shape of a harp. The main composers of the Ars Subtilior are Antonello de Caserta, Johannes Cavelier, Egidius, Galiot, Matteo de Perugia, Philippoctus de Caserta, Jacob Senlex, and Trevor. Other composers associated with the style include Johannes Ciconia, Sus Unfonten, Baudcourtier, Tout par Compass and Belle Bonne Sage, Martinus Fabri, Paolo de Forenza, Guido de Lang, Thiergard, Johannes Simonus Hasperwa, Matthias de Sancto Johanna, Solage, Fumer Fume par Fume, Antonio Zacchara de Teramo, Sumite Caris Sime. Anonymous composers at the Nicosia court of King Janus of Cyprus.